Hallo, hallöchen Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu Genshin Impact. So, wir setzen die Story von Mizuki fort und, oder Mizuki, ich weiß nicht, ich nenne sie lieber Mizuki erstmal. Und gucken jetzt, was es mit dem neuen Psychotherapeuten hier auf sich hat.
This should be the place. That guy looks official. Let's go ask him.
Ich frage mich, ob das Haus neu ist oder erst jetzt für die Story da ist. Mir kommt das Haus so unbekannt vor.
Hi there. We're looking for Amura Ichigensai. Are we in the right...
Pay first, take a ticket, then wait your turn.
Okay.
Und Sachen Freundlichkeit,
97.
ist ja nicht gerade.
What number are you up to so far?
53. Be patient, I'll call your number when it's your turn.
Ach du Scheiße.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh?
Sollen wir in einer verpassen und einfach reingehen? Sollten wir uns zuerst bei den anderen
Sounds kind of therapeutic in its own way. But we don't really have a good excuse to resort to violence here. And we definitely don't want to scare off our target.
Als ob er uns mit unseren Fähigkeiten
Why don't
entkommen
we pass
würde.
the time by
Bitte nicht.
talking to some of his other patients? It looks like there's a few of them.
Nummer 999 und Nummer 3. Ja, mit wem wolltest du denn jetzt, dass wir sprechen? Ach, die da hinten. Susukida. Umihiko.
Sorry to interrupt.
Do I know you?
Gerade mit der Wartenummer zur Zeit.
Ah, so you're here for counseling too.
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai here. Although this will be our first...
Service? How crass. We're talking about spiritual guidance here, not some big...
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the uninitiated is...
Okay. Well, anyway, Isa Bathhouse calls it...
Ah, more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it really means is inadequate...
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, you'll completely forget about all your troubles. From then on, today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that after we're done, nothing will ever trouble me again.
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause, meaning you have to...
Exactly. Overpriced and ineffective. But counseling from Emura Ichigensai? I can't get enough. I know I'm done after...
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to seriously dislike these guys.
Immer mit der Ruhe, Paimon. Denk dran, wir sind hier, um Informationen zu sammeln.
Fine. Yeah, so we're mostly here to see what all the fuss is about.
No, you don't need to do any. Just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
Nachher sind das irgendwelche Drogen.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily. I'm pretty...
Yes, in the sense that all negative emotions are defects of the mind. But I can remove these defective feelings. Now, receive my...
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my mind and took my problems along with it.
Das klingt ein bisschen unglaubwürdig. Wie könnten wir sicher sein, dass es funktioniert?
Oh, so rude. Your counseling session will change your mind.
We're only being cautious. What's wrong with that? You said it yourselves. The whole reason everyone's coming to this guy is because they're worried about getting scammed out of their Mora.
That's a fair point. You just need some reassurance, right? In that case, I can let you in.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper, but he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people around. Even more amazingly, all the people who used to despise him ended up becoming his best friends. His neighborhood's more peaceful, and so you can rest assured that whatever treatment you get from Imura Ichigensai, he tried...
Huh? What a
Doubt it all you want. I heard it straight from my relative who knows him personally.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two.
Wenigstens haben wir einige Informationen bekommen. Jetzt sollten wir den Mann persönlich treffen.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people ahead of us, though. Why don't you take a rest while Paimon keeps watch? Just like how we do it on...
Lange warten macht dich schläfrig. Ehe du dich versiehst, bist du eingeschlafen. Du nimmst einen schwachen Duftbar und folgst ihm bis zu seinem Ursprung. Wer stinkt denn jetzt so? Wo bin ich?
Let go of your pain.
Ja, ganz toll.
Let go of your pain.
Ein Auge. Aua! Wurden wir jetzt getroffen oder wurden wir nicht getroffen? Was war das?
Traveler, it's almost time!
Oh, es war nur ein Traum.
That was a long wait. Paimon's gonna need a nap after this, too.
Kein Problem, ich bin sowieso an der Reihe, Wache zu halten.
Alright, now time for us to go meet Mr. Amer.
Oh, dann treffen wir ihn jetzt. Sind wir jetzt dran?
Oh, hello! We're number 97. It should...
Yeah, sorry, the clinic's closed.
What? Why?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have limitless energy. That's why. He's gone home to rest.
We've been...
Not as long as some people. Try getting here earlier next time.
Weißt du zufällig, wo er zu Hause ist?
Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual masters like Emura Ichigensai cultivate their powers with peace and solitude.
Drat. We should have barged in after all.
Lass uns erstmal zu Mizuki zurückgehen und Berichte erstatten.
Yeah, nothing else we can do for today.
Nee. Wir können nur von dem Traum erzählen. Na gut. Gut. Jetzt halt die Frage, machen wir eine Schnellreise oder versuchen wir es so?
Are you running away?
Ja, natürlich. Ich renne weg. Ups. Ja, wie klettern wir hier am besten rauf? Am besten gar nicht, einfach so. Zack. Ah, schafft. So. Gut. Dann kümmern wir uns jetzt ums Badehaus. Und dann werden wir wahrscheinlich noch eine Sprechstunde mit Mizuki haben. Naja. Da stelle ich mir den Tag ein bisschen... Sind wir hier richtig? Ja. Eigentlich schon. Eigentlich schon. Nee, falsch. Wie zur Hölle? Ah, die andere Seite. Na gut. Jetzt lass mich mehr endlich ins Wasser.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves only happy thoughts?
Yep. At least that's what his client...
How is that possible? Not even Mizuki could do that, and she's an incredible psychologist.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say, it all sounds too good to be true.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something. Show me a human without a care in the world, and I'll show you what...
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the Isa bathhouse because they found it didn't deal with the root...
But the idea he is spreading is...
That settles it then. Imura Ichigensai is a quack, making false claims to steal all our customers.
Is that why he's doing this? To steal our customers? Or is there more to it? It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person. I need some idea of the kind of person he is. Otherwise, I have no hope of figuring out his motivations and goals.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit about his backstory from someone else. Apparently, he used to have a really rotten temper, but then one day he suddenly reached enlightenment and became a spiritual master or something.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mildly amusing grabs my attention. Take a look at this.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember him.
Wait, that guy? Oh no!
What is it? What about him?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion took on human form and started walking around. That's pretty much Imura Chuya. His patient record mentions that he loved nothing more than a heated argument. No matter how trivial it was, he could never agree to disagree. He always had to be right. The happiest part of his day would be winning an argument and proving the other person wrong. If he lost, he'd sulk, and if anyone called him out, he'd throw a huge tantrum. Before long, he'd turned everyone against him.
Sounds like he had issues.
Oh yeah. Anyway, since no one would talk to him in real life anymore, he turned to the reader's letters column of a magazine by the Yae Publishing House, where he would attack writers and trade insults with other contributors. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his letters. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryou Commission, demanding that Inazuma pass a law to make it illegal for the Yae Publishing House to reject letters from readers.
Gee whiz! Where would you even start with a client like that?
In my case, by giving them a wide berth. Mizuki dealt with this guy. I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session, and after some treatment, his mood improved by a lot.
Oh, gute Arbeit, Mizuki.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabid animal. He wasn't that out of control. Sure, his personality was very abrasive, but it wasn't hard to see why. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose him very quickly. You have very high expectations for yourself, but you've faced a lot of rejection in the past. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what healthy connections with other people look like. This puts you and your... In short, you long to feel a sense of accomplishment and to receive attention from other people. You have no idea how to properly deal with these emotions, so you've been taking it out on other people, partly to seek attention, and partly because you get a shallow sense of accomplishment when...
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I'm not even going to bother explaining all the reasons you're wrong. I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yae Publishing House practically has a monopoly on Inazuma's publishing industry. How can they ignore what they're reading?
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of others which praised the writer for their work. You can't talk about what their readers have...
No one with half a brain would praise a festering pile of garbage like that.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric worldview, this...
Wow! How the heck did you get him to stay for treatment after dropping all of that?
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. So I kept him here by using... The Tenryou Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had no outlets left for his emotion. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. Finally, it's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know I could have helped him work through his personality issues.
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for being a nutjob.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy, but Mizuki isn't here. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be free of his troubles for good, and demanded that Shion make... Obviously, she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That was the last straw for me. I kicked him out, and he hasn't shown his face here since.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance that this guy and Immortal...
Keine Ahnung.
Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided to have his revenge by lying to our customers and getting them to leave.
Ist das wirklich so einfach?
Bad dreams are formed from a buildup of negative emotions in the subconscious. You can't simply trick people into not having them anymore. If Murasaki was right,
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the Tenryou Commission for fraudulent business practices. If he can complain, so can we.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session. Can we start?
Hello, please come with me. I'll get you registered.
Fall aber nicht wieder auf die Schnauze.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just this morning, they were calling the bathhouse a scam and a...
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? I was right. Now that they've realized they were lied to... So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start picking up again from tomorrow morning.
Ja, ich gebe noch eine Woche.
Yeah, you Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service. No scammers.
interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion, please.
Should have kept my mouth shut. I jinxed it. And now I have to...
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryou Commission. Like Murasaki suggested. Problem solved. It looks like the Isa bathhouse will be back in business in no time. No idea if our investigation actually helped, though.
Mal sehen.
Of course it did. You were a huge help, and I owe you... Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time, didn't you? You still have to try the hot springs and snacks. Both are top.
Oh, true! How could Paimon forget about that?
Nach dem Bad in der Thermalquelle und ein paar leckeren Snacks fühlt ihr euch pudelwohl.
Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package.
Immerhin waren wir jetzt im Bad drin. So, wir sollten mit Mizuki reden und gleich den nächsten Termin buchen. Wir kommen auf jeden Fall wieder.
Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask around.
Aber warum denn ihn?
Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki...
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends to disappear for a while around this time every evening. As for where she goes and what she does during that time...
She takes the evenings to relax, huh?
Genau wie beim ersten Mal, als wir sie getroffen
She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's digesting the bad dreams, right? Oh, remember the place from last time? Let's head there and check...
Nur damit sie uns wieder einen Traum wegsnackt. Na gut. Ach, weiß ich nicht. Aber ich weiß nicht, die Story könnte noch eine Wendung nehmen, aber bis dato finde ich sie ehrlich gesagt ein bisschen langweilig. Aber na. Mal gucken, wie das weitergeht. Steht sie auf dem was? Nee.
What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Oh, maybe we got...
Nee, ich glaube diesmal nicht. Sie braucht wohl einen anderen Psychotherapeuten.
Traveler? Paimon? What are you doing?
Well, firstly, We were...
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs. Don't worry. This isn't a dream.
Oh, what's up? Indigestion getting you down?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. So when I'm processing these emotions, I tend to get quite, well, emotional.
Does that happen to all Yumikui Baku?
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel these emotions, you first have to understand them. Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, a human bad dream just tastes like a slice of bland white bread. They can basically wolf it down and barely notice the flavor. I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, I made a serious effort to learn as much about human psychology as possible. Now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, and I can now discern many complex emotions but still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. I wouldn't be much of a psychologist. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them. Now that I've done that,
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had upset you somehow. It even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them, and then they turn around and accuse the bathhouse of being a money-making scam? Yes, they were led astray by some swindler, but it's not like they took much persuading.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again. Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good.
Während du dir vorstellst, Schmerz und Sehnsucht zu vergessen, verblasst zugleich auch die Freude auf jenes Wiedersehen, auf das du hoffst. Während du dir vorstellst, deine Hoffnungslosigkeit abzustreifen, spürst du zugleich, wie dir auch dein Kampfgeist entgleitet. Während du dir vorstellst, dich von deinen bitteren Reuegefühlen zu lösen, verlieren die prägenden Erlebnisse deiner Reise ihre Wurzeln. Maeve, wenn ich dich wirklich alle deine Sorgen vergessen lassen könnte, würdest du es wollen? Aber wenn ich all das vergesse, wäre ich dann noch ich selbst?
You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you.
Das ist doch ganz nett.
Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself. But you showing that you care is still appreciated.
Also mir persönlich bist du ziemlich egal.
Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home, get some sleep, have a wonderful dream, and come see me again tomorrow.
Ja, schlaft ebenfalls gut. Gute
Bye
Nacht.
for now. If you still want to book another appointment tomorrow, make sure to come see me early.
Okay. Gut. Aber war um 8 bis 12 Uhr. Na gut. Dann gehen wir sofort hin. Na gut, 8 Uhr finde ich jetzt aber nicht wirklich früh. Aber naja. Das muss ja jeder für sich selbst entscheiden. Ich finde 6 Uhr. Wenn wir um 6 Uhr da hätten sein müssen, das wäre deutlich früher. Aber naja. Da lässt sich nichts machen. So, diesmal packen wir die Schnellreise aus. Und du beeilst dich hier ein bisschen. Oh, schade, dass man mit Teenage nicht zweimal die Technik einsetzen kann. Das geht ja natürlich nur in Netland. Ja, bisschen blöd, wie das mit den Netland-Figuren geregelt ist. Außerhalb
Whiskey,
von
we're here
Netland.
to book our next therapy appointment.
Okay. Da sind wir alle fertig.
It hurt.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
Haben sie Magenschmerzen?
We've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case of indigestion.
Huh?
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday.
Paimon blames the other 2.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest...
What can we do? Let us help!
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without knowing that, Traveler, Paimon, I know you spoke to them both. Think you could...
Let's see. They did say they were gonna get counseling from Amora Ichigen.
Lead the way. I'm coming with you.
Okay. Okay, jetzt geht wohl ein bisschen Fahrt. Jetzt geht hier wohl ein bisschen Fahrt auf die Story. Aber ja. Dann gehen wir dahin. Eigentlich ist es streng genommen wiederholt dran vorbeigelaufen, aber das ist halt ihr Problem. Nun ja. Ja, ich glaube, der Ichigara-Typ hat da irgendwie was mit denen gemacht.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal? A few bandits got away, it's not the end of the world.
Ist das nicht für so ein Samurai total schlimm? Hallo, der sollte gekündigt werden hier.
Hey, you
Diese
two!
Einstellung.
Murasaki and Shion are sick, and it's all because of your bad dreams!
Sie können ja jetzt nicht wirklich was dafür, wenn sie Albträume haben.
Oh, someone's in a bad mood, huh?
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive just now, but they don't seem offended at all.
Paimon, wenn ich da stehen würde, ich würde dich auch null ernst nehmen.
Allow me. Gentlemen, do you still remember visiting Isa Bathhouse?
Did
Ja,
we?
dachte ich mir. Die waren irgendwie unter
I
einer
don't
Droge
think
oder so.
so.
Huh. Do you recall having any bad dreams?
No, why would I? What in this world could be so bad that it...
Nope, nothing comes to mind. Bad dreams must...
What is going on? It's like they've completely forgotten what they did last night. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying, they don't exactly seem troubled by nightmares. Does that mean?
No, they're clearly not in their right minds. Traveler, Paimon, focus hard for a second.
Das wäre? Aha.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access it, similarly to how I enter.
No! No! Those thugs! I won't let them get away with...
The sea is too rough today. I should...
Huh?
As you can see, their troubles haven't gone anywhere. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of grief in his line of work. As for Umiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death experience. Now he's reluctant to sail out to sea at all, which their negative emotions have been isolated from their conscious minds and left to float around in their subconscious. That's why, but those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious, eventually turning into the nightmares that have been giving Murasaki and Shion indigestion. If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Maybe he really does have ways of influencing human emotions. That would explain why no one has blown. Did you notice anything strange when you came here yesterday?
Nö, eigentlich überhaupt nichts.
Not really. They were a lot more serious than today.
Also jetzt, wo du fragst, fällt der seltsame Traum von gestern wieder ein und du erzählst mir
You
nicht
sure
davon.
kept that one quiet.
Ich habe mir nicht viel dabei gedacht.
Oh, no. Look, we have to find this Emura Ichigensai right away.
Mizuki, What is it?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's Dream confirms that. He has victimized everyone who has received him. If we don't find and stop him as soon as possible, his victims may well suffer
Yikes! Well, guess we'd better press these guys a little harder. Do you know when Emura Ichigensai...
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter when he shows?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready. No point in trying to rush him.
Oh, this is infuriating.
You do remember what happened last night, only you don't want to talk about it, because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare with the happiness you presently feel. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart. You can't quite put it into words, but you fear you're a hair's breadth away from a total breakdown. Is that about right?
Please, stop. Everything will be fine as long as...
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. But don't worry, I'm not here to snap you out of your denial. At least, as long as you answer our...
All right. But seriously, we really have no idea. We've asked already, and all we know...
Yeah, apparently, yesterday's session...
Verdächtig.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! Looks like we've hit...
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
Nein.
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his gun...
In that case...
Hast du herausgefunden, was du wissen wolltest? Bist du nun in der Lage, Murasaki und Shion zu helfen?
Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad dreams, I can administer the correct treatment.
Dann solltest du das tun. Ich werde Emura Ichigensai aufspüren.
Honestly, you've already done your part by bringing me here. I can't keep troubling you.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner you stop having to worry about Emura Ichigensai, the sooner... So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved, and the bathhouse is back to business as usual.
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. I have to make sure Murasaki and Shion get the treatment. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. If you do find Emura Ichigensai, please do not approach him. Just send... The last thing I want is for you to put yourself in...
Don't worry about that. You should see some of the other bad guys we've taken down in our time. This guy's small potato...
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep our distance.
Very good. Let's get going then.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. It's nice of you to give Mizuki one less thing to worry about and all, but... What the heck? 'Cause in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. They don't know anything.
Ja, sie wissen wirklich überhaupt nichts. Aber ich wette, Miko weiß etwas.
Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who tipped us off about this place yesterday! She probably... There's no time to lose! To the Grand Narukami Shrine!
Oh. Ja, gut. Dann gehen wir da flott einmal hin. Warte. Teleportation. Oh, gut. Mit Eva haben wir auch lange nicht mehr gesprochen. Oh. Hey, runter mit dir! Geh nicht. Scheiße. Runter! Hab ich gesagt. So. Dann reden wir mal. Mit der Guten.
She's usually somewhere around here.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Wir sind hier, um einen Freund zu besuchen.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Lange nicht gesehen, Frau Gucci.
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You look rather out of sorts.
Wir müssen jemanden finden. Weißt du, wo wir Emura Ichigensai finden?
You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts yesterday. You mean to tell me you still haven't found him?
Ja.
Aha! So you did bring him up on purpose!
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my help. So would you mind explaining the situation?
Yeah, fair enough. We went to the place you mentioned, but next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore. Apparently, he loves his peace and solitude. So,
Oh, and after the lengths I went to get you that location.
Du bist einfach kurz aus der Stadt rausgelaufen.
don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him yesterday. For example, a guy matching Amura Ichigensai's description came to Mizuki for therapy once. Only his name was Amura Chuya.
Wait, what? Emira Chuya?
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the Reader's Letters column. I had hoped it might be a fun chance to meet some like-minded people and chat. Are you telling me that Emira the Hellraiser and Emira the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so...
All right, well, in that case, give this address a try.
Really? Who chooses to live in a place...
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious why he lives there. Someone as antisocial...
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to talk to you.
I'm just glad I could help my old friend.
You mean Mizuki?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only natural for me to show some concern when I see a friend's business in trouble.
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more like you were looking for a fight.
Sieht sie das nicht immer?
I assume
Oh.
Mizuki has told you that we're competitors. She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine, I'm sure she must feel the need to the last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So if I want to help, I have to be mindful of her feelings and tread delicately.
So zeigt selbst Gucci Yai hin und wieder ein Herz für andere.
I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. It would be nice for someone to reciprocate once in a while.
Ich meine, ich könnte ja versuchen, ihr zu helfen, wenn du dein Gesicht wahren möchtest.
Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't...
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message to Mizuki right away.
Oh ja. Hast du noch was zu sagen?
Don't tell Mizuki about our conversation, by the way. If she asks, just say that you figured it out all by yourself.
Ja, machen wir, kriegen wir hin. So. Geht zur Adresse, die Miko hinterlegt hat. Jetzt bin ich aber gespannt, wo die Adresse ist. Da? Okay. Auf der Insel von dem kleinen Jungen hat er sich verschanzt. Na gut. Dann ist dem wohl so. Ja, immer wenn er rausläuft, dann kriegt er nasse Füße. Nun ja. Gut. Aber den werten Herren werden wir im nächsten Part zur Rede stellen. Nee, machen wir in diesem Part. Ich will sehen, was er zu sagen hat.
This should be the place Miko mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Was? Oh Gott, jetzt hat sie gehört, dass ja Miko uns hierher
Mizuki, that was quick.
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give Murasaki and Shion effective treatment as soon as I got back. That meant I was free. So, this is where Emura Ichigensai lives.
Ah, das Haus ist definitiv neu.
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead. Wait, do you guys smell that too? Some kind of fragrance. Seems like it's coming from inside.
Das hab ich gestern auch schon gerochen.
Then that confirms it. We've come to the right place. Now we may face great danger, so from here on out, stay close to me and stay focused. I don't want either of you getting hurt.
Kein Grund zu sorgen.
We'll be fine. You just focus on what you need to do.
All right, fine. I suppose you're used to...
Natürlich. Okay. Verstärkt von Immoria Studio. Okay, ist tatsächlich ein Dungeon. Das heißt, wir sehen uns im nächsten Part. Wir beenden. Dann steigt wahrscheinlich das Finale dieser Story. Und ja, dann sehen wir mal, wie es anfängt.